What is up? This is episode 2 of Hamilton Daily. I don't know if you can see on my big ass whiteboard, but I wrote it right about there. Today's topics are intermittent fasting, deadlifts, and weight control. Not body weight, but as in like the weight you're currently moving around in the gym. So let's get right to it. P.S. I think everyone in their home needs a giant freaking whiteboard. They're just convenient to have. Anyway, first one, intermittent fasting. So for those of you, this was a request by somebody that wanted me to talk about this. If you don't know what intermittent fasting is, it is basically just a diet system. Like there's low carbs, there's high carbs, low fat, there's ketogenic, there's multiple 6 meals a day, then there's what's called intermittent fasting. With IF or intermittent fasting, it basically, there's a few different ways to go about it, but it's basically where you say you have 24 hours in a day, you have a longer period of time of fasting, so about say 14 or 16 hours of fasting where you don't take in any food, but then you have like a minor, like say maybe 6 to 8 hour feeding window, and that's where you get in your entire day's worth of food. It's the new shiny or new hot and sexy right now. It's really popular. So the question is, does it work? What's the deal with it? Yes, it works. But here's the thing about all these different diet systems out there. Because there's, like, just off the top of my head, there is high carbs, low fat, high fat, low carbs, beach body, ketogenic, 6 meals a day, intermittent fasting, Atkins, Weight Watch. We got all these different diet systems. Here's the thing. One, a lot of times when somebody's talking to you about them, they're trying to sell you something. So just beware. Like, oh, this system works, but it only works with my shake and my diet pills and my system for $99.95 every month. Like, so you got to watch out for that. Because here's the thing. When it comes to nutrition and nutrition systems, they all work. Low carb works great. Low fat works great. Intermittent fasting works great. 6 meals a day, what I like doing, works great. But here's the thing. When it comes to which system is best for you, it's all about what fits your lifestyle best. For me, intermittent fasting, I would kill someone, being honest. That's why I'm a fat kid at heart. I love to eat a lot. So I spread my calories out throughout the whole day. I know some people that they don't like to eat a whole lot, and so intermittent fasting works great for them. I know people who carbs upset their stomach every time they eat carbs, so their diet is mostly protein and fat and no carbs. And I know some people who, hate fat, but they like carbs and protein, so they have their calories consist of those. And here's the thing. It's all fine. There is nothing wrong with any of that. So when it comes to, is there an edge with intermittent fasting? In my opinion, no. That's just my opinion. Because in my opinion, it's what can you do for the long haul? What can you do for the next 20 years? Things like that. Because there's one commonality between all of those diet systems. Calorie deficit. Calorie deficit, right here, is the biggest thing when it comes to nutrition. There is no way in hell you're going to lose weight or body fat specifically if you are taking in more calories than what your body burns. Say your body functions off or your body's maintenance, what it burns in a day is 2,500 calories. If you have 2,700 calories in chicken breast, you'll be fat. It's just the bottom line. So whether those calories consist of mostly protein and carbs and not much fat, it has to be in a calorie deficit. Whether that consists of, you fast for most of the day and then you have like a 8-hour feeding window, you still have to be in a calorie deficit. There's no way to get around calorie deficit. You have to take in less calories than what your body burns, whether that's the new hot and sexy and shiny intermittent fasting, or whether you go low carb or high fat, whatever. So hope that helps. Next one, I'm having brain issues. Deadlifts. Are they functional? Should you do them? Are they bad for your back? The answer is yes, you should do them. They're only bad for your back if you do them incorrectly, and they are extremely functional. The fact that we do this multiple times a day is the biggest reason to do deadlifts. You bend over multiple times a day and pick shit up, yes, you need to do deadlifts. Because otherwise, if you don't train in a position that you're in a lot, a very susceptible position for throwing out your low back, you're gonna do it. That's the thing with deadlifting and spinal loading exercises is, yes, they can be dangerous if done improperly, but so can driving, but we all get in our cars and go to work every day. So it's just a matter of training correctly and intelligently. So yes, deadlifts are great, and you have to know how to do them though. That's the thing is, yes, I see people all day get hurt doing deadlifts, but I also have buddies that can deadlift between 500 and 700 pounds, weighing under 200 pounds. So they're fine to do. It's just like anything else. It's all about how you go about doing it. And if you need help, let me know. I have some videos out right now on proper hip hinging and all that stuff. So let me know. Last one, weight control. This is a big one for me, especially recently. So I have nothing against lifting heavy, nothing against lifting light. It's all about appropriate weight. Like I said, I'm not talking about weight in your body. I'm talking about weight like lifting stuff, like curling and pressing and all this stuff. Everything comes down to execution right here. Because if you are not executing the movement right, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter if you're lifting heavy. It doesn't matter if you're lifting light. It doesn't matter if you're doing high volume or whatever. Because if you are not executing correctly and engaging the proper musculature to do the movement, it's not going to help. Say you're doing a bicep curl, okay? Say you're doing a bicep curl like that. If you don't execute, say your shoulder is not stable. When you do a bicep curl, that shoulder should be locked in and shouldn't move. So the only thing moving is the bicep, the elbow, which the bicep is contracting, pulling the arm closer to your head. So right here, it's all in my bicep. But say I'm doing this because I want to lift like, Joe Schmo over here because he's lifting heavier than me and I have an ego problem and I have to lift what everybody else lifts. This is not a bicep curl. This is a shoulder raise. I'm literally sharing, when I do this, I'm literally sharing the tension from my bicep with my shoulder. And then I wonder why my biceps don't grow. See what I'm saying? It's not about lifting heavy, lifting light. It's about lifting what's appropriate for the goal you are trying to accomplish. If I'm literally trying to work my bicep just like so, my shoulder has to be locked in. Literally the only thing I should be moving is my elbow, and that's where all the bicep stuff happens. So like in that case, I got to lock that shoulder down. If I use improper amounts of weight, then that's when my body wants to cheat and I get this, or my hand comes in this way, I'm trying to do this, or whatever the case is, because I can't control the weight. If you cannot perform the exercise to attain the goal you're trying to work with, drop your weight or fix your form. Because if you cannot control it optimally and do the goal of the movement you're trying to do and work properly the body part you're trying to work, then there's a problem. You have to be able to control the weight that you're trying to move effectively and efficiently. So, and that's how you prevent injury, like going back to the deadlift thing. Because I know guys that can't deadlift, 300 pounds, but they can deadlift 150 really well. At 150 pounds, they're golden, don't hurt their backs. They are recruiting the right muscles, but they try to go from 150 to 300 pounds because that's what their best friend does and they feel kind of left out. That's when their back arches and their discs blow and all this other crazy stuff. So, control your weight. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Comment below. Share this with anybody that may need it. If you guys have suggestions for episode 3, let me know. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you later.